I have a family court case that is going on in regards to my sons. I have a court date coming up on Monday, and I've been putting in a notice and a claim into their case.
Yeah, well, you can't put a claim in that case, but go ahead.
Well, I put in notice, put it that way. So, I just wanted to, see how I should, stand in court. I figured that I would, state my claim, and then I would say nothing else.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you claim. You're in family court. Nobody cares. You've got to move your own damn court. I tell you a million damn times, but I tell you you're not ready. If you don't even know how to understand that simple stuff I keep telling you all the time, you can't do that in family court, you can't do that in family court, you can't do that in family court like a broken record. How in the world are you going to move your own court when you can't understand the simplicity of what I'm saying about family court? It's like traffic court. You're in traffic court and you start saying that somebody kidnapped your kids, somebody stole your kids. It's like, hey, lady, we're in traffic court. You're in family court. You say, hey, somebody kidnapped your kids. Like, hey, lady, you're in family court. What the hell do you think you're talking about? Kid? What kid? What are you talking about? You're just considered a baby just like that baby is. You got the mommy judge in front of you. You're just an imbecile. You're just an idiot. You got no standing other than you're an incompetent. That's the only fucking role you get there is that you're an incompetent idiot. You have no idea what's going on, and the judge is going to decide what's best for you. You got no standing there as a woman. Nobody cares what the hell you got to say. It's that simple. Go ahead and just keep saying shit to the judge and watch how fast you'll be held in contempt of court. Watch how fast your ass will go to jail.
When I spoke to you before, you told me that I should put my notice in and say the 2 sentences. I already told you that.
The only reason why you say those 2 sentences is if somebody asks you to say it. Only if somebody asks you, man, do you have anything to say? Yeah, everything's there on that notice. What, would you like me to read the notice? Did you not understand the notice? Would you like me to read it? Did you not see the notice before? Yeah. It's 2 sentences here. Let me do it. I require the immediate return of that which is mine, that's not yours. Return or compensate. There you go. That's my notice. Well, what does it mean? Well, what do you mean, what does it mean? What part of that didn't you understand? What part of that was too difficult? You want to leave a court judge and get competent counsel to try to decipher what I said? That'd be fine. That'd be lovely. How long do you wish to leave? How long is this going to take? Anything else you'd like to ask me?
I guess not, no.
Yeah, because we already talked on the phone before, and we just want to say anything. All you got to do is put that notice before the court and shut up. Don't say another thing. Wait for them to address you. If they don't address you, make your own damn court and file a claim against them. But you can't take a claim in their court. That's not a court of claims. You're wasting your time. That's simple.
But what about the challenging of jurisdiction? I basically challenged jurisdiction. I told them that I was an idiot. I was incompetent.
No, it's like traffic court. It's like challenging jurisdiction in traffic court. Oh, well, the policeman wrote me on a citation. He wrote me on a ticket. Well, I challenged jurisdiction. This is the wrong. What? Lady, he wrote me on a traffic ticket. This is traffic court. This is a proper jurisdiction. We're talking about traffic here, right? Yeah. There you go. You're at family court. Yeah, this is what family court does. This is what we talk about. You challenge jurisdiction. It's like this because, wait a second, I got a bloody traffic ticket. What am I doing standing in family court? It's like, holy shit, you're right. We're in the wrong jurisdiction. We got no control over that. Have a nice day. Goodbye. You're right.
Hey, can I ask you a question? What's venue?
No. How about I answer the question? No. You like that answer? No. You say, can I ask you a question? Then you ask me a question. You already gave you the one question, so can I ask you a question? No. And that's the end of your question. There you go. Now you're supposed to say, can I ask you another question? And I'll say no again. And then you're supposed to say, can I ask you 2 questions? I'll say, okay, go ahead and ask me 2 questions. First one is no. Now what's the second one?
What is venue?
Dude, it's like you know what you should do? Study fucking like Groucho Marx, man. Study like a misdirection guy. A guy who just, you say one thing and he gets you going the other way. That's what they're doing to you. It's all misdirection. That's what I just did to you. Can I ask you a question? No. And then you ask me another question. You asked me 2 questions, but the question that you really meant to ask me, can I ask you 2 questions? Because I know the answer to the first one's going to be no. So can I ask, and now can I follow it up with the second question? Yeah, go ahead then. You got to get quick, guys. Your mind's got to work sharp, man. You got to realize this is like a comedy routine they're playing on you. And they love it, man. You got to go to court and entertain the son of a bitch. This is like Johnny Cochran, man. He was like a fucking ultimate fucking, entertainer, comedian. And he knew this shit. It's all bullshit, man. It's all fucking an act. It's all staged. Can you convince the jury that your shit is better than the other guy's shit? It's like a juggling act. Hey, look, that guy can juggle 2 balls. Look, I can do a hula hoop, a unicycle, and a fucking chainsaw. Don't you believe my act is better than theirs? Yeah, so then you're going to win. It's all bullshit, man. It's all fucking based on fraud. Only God knows what's true. That's how well you get bullshit in the fucking court. How bullshit you convince the jury. It's all bullshit, man. Nobody knows what's true. But yeah, go ahead. Ask me your second question.
What is venue?
It's just a location. It's like we're going to have court at McDonald's or under an oak tree or under an apple tree. Or in a public building. Say the courthouse burns down. You know what? We're going to start meeting up at the VFW hall. Hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, there's a little town, I don't remember, it was Carrollton? No, it was on the other side of Georgia. Sorry about that. There was a whole bunch of processing plant. And then when I had a traffic ticket, that's where we actually met at court, man. We met at court at a VFW place. It was funny as hell, watching the judge sitting in a folding chair in front of a folding table. It was hysterical. He was even then after a while, man, and when his court was all over, I pulled up a folding chair next to the guy, and we were just sitting around jibber-jabbering, bullshitting. It was a lot of fun, just talking to a regular guy. Yeah, it wasn't a big fancy building. It was a VFW hall. If I get a map, I'll find out the name of the town, and you guys will laugh and say, well, find out where this VFW hall is if you live in Georgia, and go down there and watch him do court one day. The guy whips out a folding chair, and he has a folding card table, and he holds court right in the VFW hall, and you do your traffic ticket. I got a traffic ticket for failing to yield enough at a yield sign. And the judge said, what the hell kind is that? What? He said to the cop, well, he didn't yield enough. He said, well, how much of a yield did he have to yield? He said, well, he just, he kind of just kept going. He kind of like, well, did he hit anybody? No. Did anybody get swerved? Like, no, but he basically just blew through that yield sign. I was like, yeah, that's what I said to the cop, too. I said, how much of a yield is a yield? I said, nobody was in my path, so I don't understand how much I didn't yield. I said, I think what it was, I got out-of-state tags, and he figured I'd just mail in the $35. And why would I drive all the way back here, this little hick town in the middle of nowhere, Georgia? But he didn't understand that I scheduled my fucking route, during the month that I'd wind up back here in this little itty-bitty town. So here I am to say, yeah, you know what? I yielded enough. There was enough yielding that day. So the judge just laughed. He said, yeah, case dismissed. But like I said, it's funny, man. It's a lot of fun. There's little tiny courthouses, little tiny towns, little tiny folding chairs and VFW halls. There wasn't like big courthouses. We didn't even hold it in the sheriff's department. It was funny, like Andy Griffin. No, he held it in the VFW halls, some folding chairs and some folding tables. It was cool. Seeing all the hillbillies in the parking lot, just pulling their pickup trucks and traffic that day, traffic court.
Well, I was asking because I went in and took one of their papers this morning. They have everybody fill out their plea and sign this, and at the bottom it says, I agree that venue is before this court.
Well, ask them the definition of venue. It can mean porcupine. It can mean orange juice. What's their definition of venue? If you don't know a term apart, if you don't understand that term, it's like I said, if somebody was like doing brain surgery, he said, whip out the tire iron on this guy. I need a tire iron. Has anybody got the tire iron laying around? And I'm fucking consciously, what? You gonna hit me with a tire iron? No. It's kind of a heavy, kind of J-shaped kind of piece of metal. It kind of resembles a tire iron. And it's about the size of my pinky. No, we just call it the old tire iron. Oh, shit. I thought you were going to hit me in the head with a tire iron. So it's all a term of art. When you're an idiot, you're a lay person. You don't know their language. They know what it means, but you're clueless. It's like, shit, I thought you said hit me with my car. I nearly jumped off the operating table. The guy he says, hey, let me take a whack at that with an old tire iron. I think that'll get the job done. It scared the shit out of me. I almost fell off the fucking operating table. Then he showed it to me. It was the size of a toothpick. I said, oh, shit. He's dead with fucking venue. Oh, my God. Is that all it means?
Huh.
Yeah, ask. See, the problem is that you're reading their crap, and you have absolutely no idea what these words mean. And you think you know what the words mean because you're talking like you think they're talking like a normal Joe. They're not a normal Joe. They're a legal society. They speak legalese. Why are you trying to interpret their fucking culture, their beliefs, their religion? Why are you trying to interpret their fucking societal rules? Why? Why waste your time? It's just like saying what happened to the societal order of the Ku Klux Klan still fucking rule the South like it did for 100 years. You're going to study all their rules before you walk in the court? Yeah, some of you guys probably would. It's like, hey, look, I'm not a member of the societal law of the Ku Klux Klan. Well, if you want to be a sheriff in this county, you better be a member of the Ku Klux Klan. If you want to be a deputy, you better be. If you want to be a court clerk, you better be a member of the societal law of the Ku Klux Klan. Nobody's going to vote for you if you're not. Nobody's going to vote for you if you're not a member of the legal society. Dude, I don't want to be. Well, you better want a job in this town. You better be. Dude, I don't want to be a member of your legal society. Or your societal law of the Ku Klux Klan. Your societal law of the Boy Scouts. I don't want to be a member of the Girl Scout Society. Well, if you don't, man, you're going to wish you did, because you know what? We're going to throw you in jail, and we're going to do all these horrible things to you if you don't flee to our societal order. If you don't give our legal society what we want to hear, you're going to have hell to pay. Are you communicating a threat? You forcing me to voluntarily be in your society, and I don't wish to be in your society. Is this a legal matter before the court? Yes. Then what makes you think I'm a legal person? Do I look like a legal person? What does a legal person look like? Can you pull out the old dictionary? Is my picture going to be there? Holy shit, he looks just like me. You're right. Okay, legal person. I guess I am. Shit, I never knew.